All right. Well, it's that time of the year again. It's time for the 2025, I guess I should say November 2025 Tildes Backlog Bingo, which is when Tildes.net, the gaming community over there, tries to just play a bunch of games in November and also May to try to get through our Steam backlogs, or just gaming backlogs period. It doesn't have to be Steam. Anyway, so this is the first game that I'll be playing. So this category is under the mystery/investigation genre. And this one is Makoto Wakaido's Case Files Trilogy Deluxe. Just some information about this game. It came out October 18th, 2023. I purchased it May 10th, 2024. This is my first playthrough. Today is November 3rd, 2025. A developer is a Japanese group called, I think it's a Japanese group called the Hakaba Bunko. I don't speak Japanese, so apologies. And publisher is Room 6 Games, also a Japanese group, I think. But anyway, yeah, let's get right into it. Click. There we go. As you can tell from probably some of the buttons on screen, I'm actually playing with a controller today. My trusty PS4 controller. Alright, here, for the little one. You're always so nice. You didn't need to. I do, and you know it. Anyway, see ya. Sure, thanks. Is that our friend of yours, Gramps? That's right, he even got your little gift. Cool, thanks. Hey, won't you tell me another story from your detective days? Heh, why not? Let me think. Remember that murder case I told you about? The Light of Martyrs one? Of course. You never got to catch the culprit, right? Right, but there's more to that story. We found a third victim, and that brought the case to its tragic end. Between 1981 and 1982, 2 murders took place in Kei City, H Prefecture, Japan. Both murder scenes showed the same gruesome sight. The victim had been decapitated and hung from a telephone pole. Yikes. The investigation revealed that the 2 victims had something in common. They were devout members of the same religious group. Nevertheless, despite their best efforts, the police was unable to pinpoint the murderer. Until, in 1983, yet another man was found dead under similar circumstances. Alright, here we go, the crime scene. Alright, examine people and things to gather clues. Move around with D-pad, X to examine. Yeah, so my understanding of this game, it's kind of like Ace Attorney type game. Well, I don't know if it's like Ace Attorney. It definitely has an investigation side of this game. I don't know if it has like the court side of it. We'll see. Okay. Alright, so we got 8 clues, looks like. That's kind of nice. It tells you right off the bat how many clues you need to look at. Gee, I wonder if I should look at the body hanging upside down over there. Nah, let's go talk to the cop first. Hello. I'm Wakaido from the Prefectural Police. I'll be in charge of this case. Detective Wakaido, your reputation precedes you. I've already collected some information from the crime scene. Let me know if you need to know anything. Yeah, the victim. Who is this? Who's our headless person over here? Do we know who the poor fella is? We haven't been able to confirm his identity since he's missing his head. We are currently investigating to find out more. Okay. Cause of death? We believe he was strangulated. Strangulated? Strangled and then decapitated after death. So again, this is a Japanese game. Obviously, it's been translated, localized. So we'll probably get some of that weirdness. Maybe strangulated is a British term. I don't know. So you just strangled. But anyway. The modus operandi seems to be the same as in those 2 past murders. Okay, so we found a new lead. The victim was decapitated. Alright, let's get the estimated time of death. What's the estimated time of death? Our best estimate is between yesterday 11 p.m. and today 2 a.m. The body was found around 5 a.m. by a fisherman who happened to be passing by. Did they only send you to the scene? No. No, sir. There's another officer with me. Feel free to ask him for any information as well. I'm not gonna lie, seeing this and only sent 2 officers and a detective seems like not enough. I better talk to the other cop too. Alright, another lead, estimated time of death. Okay. Let me just hit one of these just in case there's any additional dialogue that I'm missing. No, okay. It doesn't look like it. So I want to see, do we have like a log of any sort? No, that's just options. I'm trying to, yeah, it doesn't look like we have any like text logs or anything. Alright, anyway. Let's check out the body. I should listen to what the officers in the scene have to report. Okay. Is that the fisherman over there on the right? Hey. Detective Wakaido. Wonderful to see you again. You were on those 2 other murders as well, right? I'm counting on you. Yes, sir. I will help you however I can. Alright, let's talk about the case. So, what do you make of all this? The similarities with the cases from last year and the year before that are obvious. It's either a killer who loves the macabre, or religion could be involved. Okay. Let's find some clues. How should I go about gathering info? You can write certain pieces of information on your notepad. Then you'll be able to ask and find out more about them. Try it out on me, sir. Alright, I'll try raising a piece of info on my notepad, then talking to him again. Okay, so... Okay, triangle. Alright, so we know the victim was decapitated. Appears to be, there it is, he's strangled, not strangulated. The victim appears to have been strangled and then decapitated for death. Estimated time of death. Judging from the body, the victim died last night, somewhere between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. Alright, let's look at the decapitation first. Detective, we have another ghastly case in our hands. The body. Okay, so after raising, then the, that's how you know there's a new, like, prompt, is that it moves. Alright, tell me all we know about the victim's body. Yes, sir. Just as in the murders from last year and 2 years ago, the head has been removed. The victim was wearing slacks and a long coat. He was probably in his 40s. Are there any witnesses? One, sir. The fisherman who found the body. We've kept him for questioning. Alright, the victim. Man, 40s, wearing a coat. Alright. Anything else you want to tell me, or is it? Okay. I want to make sure. I thought that maybe that after you like hit the prompt, the font would like stop moving, the text would stop moving, but I guess not. That's fine. Okay. So let's see what else we can raise. Okay, so here it looks like this it's checked now. It was the third little panel there underneath the victim appears to have been strangled and decapitated after death. And then here, so these two we still need to ask the police officer, looks like. Let's do this one. Estimated time of death. Okay. Alright. The murder took place at night, as I take it? That seems to be correct, exactly like in the previous cases. I wonder what these serial murders are all about. Okay, well, that didn't tell me much. Let's raise the victim. What do we know about the victim? Only what we can guess from his clothing. An off-the-rack coat and leather shoes, both kind of worn out. Looks like a salesman, not a terribly successful one. Okay. I guess we're gonna check the body out. No half-staff to mourn the sky. Let's examine the body first. Suit pants and a long coat, male, somewhere in his 40s. Which is exactly what we got told, or what we were told. Ain't getting much more info from this. Right. Surroundings. Looks like there's a candle over there on the right. And of course, whatever the heck that mark is on the right side. On the billboard or whatever that is. Bulletin board? I don't know. Alright, so the body is hanging from a telephone pole. I don't see any other of the victim's belongings around. Okay, so not much information there. There's some symbol drawn in blood. Okay, symbol of the road sign. New lead. Let's talk to the fisherman. Officer, I done seen the whole thing. I'd like to know more about that. Alright, what you saw. Give us your testimony. And then I can, object. Oh wait, wrong game. What exactly did you see? I come by every morning for fish night, but today I don't hear some heckin' noise, so I gonna take me a look. Oh man. I really... I get what they're trying to do here, obviously, like make him like a bumpkin, right? Or someone maybe uneducated, or maybe not from the city. How about that? Not even uneducated, someone from not from the city, right? But it always feels a little out of place, because it feels out of place when we're in, like, it's clearly we're in Japan, right? They've said that these guys are prefectural police in some whatever town, wherever it was, I can't remember. But yeah, we're using this like American country hick accent. Alright, and out of nowhere comes a black something, rushing past like mad. I say, what's that swaying thing? So I've taken me one better look, and in some dead folk, excuse me, that done send the old heart racing, let me tell you. I bet. Okay, so what's the black something? The something something. What was that black thing you saw? Ain't easy to say, being dark around and all. But 'twas pretty heckin' big. Must have been a man, tell you that much. Looked to me like he was fiddling with something. Okay, so there was someone else here, maybe? Okay. Okay, so is there anything else over here? Probably not. Nope. Okay. Let's raise some leads with this guy. You got anything? Alright, it's a symbol on the road sign. A weird symbol was left at the crime scene. Finding someone who recognized it could lead to more clues. And then we also have the man at the crime scene. But we need to look at the body over there. Okay, let's just do this one first. A road sign. Do you know anything about the symbol on the road sign? It's got many shakings, all I know. That's some cursed stuff you got there. That didn't tell me much. Okay. Detective, we have another ghastly case in our hands. Let's see the symbol. That symbol on the road sign. Have you seen it before? I think there's some religious cult that uses a similar one. Okay, new lead. Is there anything else? No. Okay, not with him anyway. All right. Let's try this one. All right, let's examine more thoroughly. What's this? His coat pocket is bulging. Oh my. There's nothing inside. Somebody must have taken whatever was in it. Like inside out, I guess? I better ask the local cops. Okay, victim's coat pocket lead. Oh, I guess I should raise the, let's do this. Okay, the victim's coat pocket. Looks like something was taken out of the victim's pocket. Yes, sir. I was just informed of this. Forensics found something that belonged to the victim. It's a matchbox from a bar called Bacchanal. The victim probably visited that location shortly before his death. Alright, it's a matchbox from a bar. New lead. Is there anything else that we can... Is that it? Is that everything? Alright, let's go ask the other cop. Oh, deduce. Okay. Oh, so this feels like, with deductions, feels like Ace Attorney Investigations with Miles Edgeworth. Alright, let's see what happens. Deduction phase, okay. Oh, I can move, okay. Alright, time to put together all the info I got. Is this guy like, kind of like the BBC Sherlock with his, what do you call it, My Palace? Alright, we couldn't confirm the victim's identity. Why is that? Because he has no head. Victim was decapitated. The victim was decapitated. Yes. Yes, difficult to find someone who is... difficult to find who someone is when they're missing their head. Nice. Okay, next one. We know little about the victim, but at least we got enough for a generic description. What kind of person was he? Well, we know he's a man, 40s, and wearing a coat. And suit pants. As I said, right, a man in his 40s, wearing suit pants and a long coat. Cool. We also have a witness who could be a potential suspect. Well, that's true, I didn't think about that. Who's our witness? The fisherman. Well, I guess it's not the fisherman, a man at the crime scene, because the fisherman saw somebody. A man at the crime scene? The fisherman's testimony could prove a useful lead. Okay, so it looks like you can't go past like these columns here until you correctly deduce or match the leads. We don't know the first thing about the culprit. All we can do is retrace the victim's steps. Thankfully, we got 2 clues in the crime scene. One is a symbol of a religious cult. The other is a piece of evidence that hints to a location the victim recently visited. What was that again? Matchbox from a bar. Bacchanal. Matchbox from a bar. Exactly. Time to hit the bar up for a round of questions. Alright, let's go drinking. Yep, new location, the bar. Cool. I scrapped info I'm not going to need anymore. Oh, nice. Okay. Alright, got achievement. Head off. Complete the prologue of the executioner linchpin. Okay, so we're currently at the crime scene. Let's go to the... Oh wow, we got a few different locations here. Okay, got a bunch. I'm kind of curious to know how long this case is. Because like the Ace Attorney games, the cases can be, you know, pretty long. With multiple, like, acts or phases. But I've also played some other ones. There's another detective game that I played recently. Like Investigation. I can't remember what it's called. Let me see if I have it. It was called... There's a few detective games I've been playing like recently. Played like Detective, just a couple of those games. Those are really quick. And then I also played Paper Perjury. That was a cool like indie, again like indie game based on Ace Attorney, but more on the investigation side and the as opposed to the court side of things. So I guess this is kind of similar, I suppose. This game is Makoto Wakaido. Wakaido? Makoto Wakaido. No, I think of Marie Kondo or something. Makoto Wakaido. Anyway, okay, let's continue. I guess I should comment a little bit on the visuals here. I'm really liking this like 8-bit style with the simple color palette. I don't know, it's pretty cool. And then like earlier, in the crime scene with the blood, I don't know. In some ways, it almost feels creepier that way, just seeing like that bright red blood and the body, even though the body you can't really like. There's not a lot of detail. I don't know. It's an interesting contrast, I guess. Alright, what's this? Oh, it's a sign. Bar Bacchanal. Okay. Go for a walk. 2 people in here, got some drinks in the bar. I do like also like how the things that can be interacted with are in white. Makes it easy to figure out. I mean, of course, the little icon down there too, right? So that's good. Speech bubble icon. This thing, I don't know what this icon means. This circle. I mean, I guess it's like item, I suppose, but I don't know why that means item or object rather. Sure. All right, let's talk to this chick. To the bartender. May I? What do you need, handsome? We aren't open yet. The murder. Let's jump right into it, detective. There's been a murder close by. Have you seen anyone shady around? Huh. That's how I describe most of our clientele. We get new customers every day, so... Okay. Bunch of shady people hang out here, alright? How about this dude? Welcome. We aren't open yet, though. Detective Wakaido. Police. I have a few questions. Please, officer. Mine is reputable and entirely legal establishment. Doubt. Let's ask about the murder, of course. There's been a murder close by. Noticed anything out of the ordinary? A murder, huh? Around these parts, we just call it Wednesday. I'm always holed up in here, but I doubt I saw anything that could help you. How about suspicious customers? The victim had a matchbox from your bar. Know anything about that? Don't reckon I do. I value my customers' privacy. Oh, plus, like, how many of those matchboxes has this place given out, you know? I've definitely been to bars where, you have to just have them, you know, wherever. On the bar, at the tables. Anyway, I can't just go and run my mouth about everything I see here. Please find yourself someone else to bother. Alright, new lead, barkeep will collaborate. With this. Drink some booze. Let's not quite do that yet, maybe. Yeah, let's talk about the barkeep. Why does your boss not want to talk with us, huh? What's the deal with that barkeep? He's a bit cold, I know. I hear money's a bit tight. Maybe he'll warm it to you if you order something expensive. The barkeep is broke. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll have ourselves a drink. Do some day drinking. Drink some booze. I'm on the job right now. I don't care. Okay. Ah, I see. I guess we can just buy it, right? We don't have to drink it right now. Yeah, or a whole bottle. That would be unusual. I think at least in the US, like you generally can't buy like a bottle of booze and just walk out with it. I think there are some like bars that are stores or liquor stores and liquor stores that are bars. They're pretty rare. But maybe you can do this in Japan. I don't know. I mean, you can absolutely do bottle service, right, at a lot of bars, but again, you can't walk out with it. You gotta drink it right then and there. You know what? Give me a whole bottle. Oh, with pleasure. Thank you for your patronage. Let me know if I help you with anything, officer. Yeah. Basically just bribe this dude. Okay, let's ask now. Tell me about the guy who took the matchbox. The matchbox, huh? Alright, he was half of a strange couple of guys. One with a long coat and another with a weird robe on him. They kept to themselves, were chatting to each other the whole time. Makoto was sitting next to them, so maybe she caught something. So that's Makoto? The chick? Makoto? That'd be the missy sitting over there. Doesn't run the place or anything, she's just an employee. Two suspicious guests. I assume he's the boss, the way she talks about him. But maybe not. Maybe they're both just co-workers. Or just like equals, I don't know. Alright, let's talk to her. Let's talk to Makoto. Oop, I gotta present it. Nice, got two of them in fact. Alright, the shady guy's appearance. What do the two men look like? Do you remember their faces? What kind of people they were? Anything? Not really. Oh, now that I think about it, the man in the long coat looked like your average salesman. The other one looked like a wizard or something. Wizard? Seriously, he was wearing a robe and he had this long beard. Believe me, he was so creepy. Just thinking about him is giving me the chills. Okay, new lead. And what were they talking about? I wouldn't know. They were kind of whispering to each other. The bearded one with the robe did most of the talking. The one with the coat was hanging from his lips. Got it. And then the coat guy said he'd drunk enough for the night and he should go back to his hotel. The only hotel near here is at Toyo, so I think that's the one he was talking about. Okay. Location, cool. Alright, how about this guy? What do we got here? Yeah, it's got nothing. So, okay, so we don't... It looks like, to me, there's nothing else here. So it looks like we gotta go to the hotel. I'm assuming. Yeah, we can... So this, like, phase of the investigation has at least two locations. Got the hotel as well. What do we got here? They have cameras. Maybe the CCTV recorded something useful. Okay, gonna lead. Let's talk to this too. Hello, excuse me. Hello, sir. Welcome to the Toyo Hotel. Excuse me. I gotta grab a drink real quick. Okay. Detective Wakaido, police. I want to ask about a murder that took place last night. Oh, you were the police? I'll be happy to help you, officer. Yeah. Anything suspicious? That's a very broad question. We welcome many guests here throughout the day, so... Throughout the day? Is it a love hotel? Are you looking for anyone in particular? Well... So it's probably gonna need... Oh, where'd I go? This one, two suspicious guests. Did you see a couple of men coming here together? One was wearing a long coat, and the other one something like a robe. I think we do have a guest who often wears a long coat. A long-term guest at that. His name was... Yes, Mr. Ida. However, he did not come back to the hotel last night. I'm afraid I do not know anything about the man in the robe, however. Alright, so we have a name, possibly. Right, what else we got here? That's about the CCTV. Can you show me the CCTV tapes? Well, certainly. Please give me a minute. These are yesterday's images. You can see the man in the coat leaving the hotel. Looks like he's meeting with someone, but doesn't show who that is. Not clearly. A middle-aged man with a long coat. That's our guy. Alright, now we have a face as well. Excellent. Okay, let's check out this computer. Anything down here? Nope. It's interesting. So I looked at that the sign right above the detective, and I thought it said print. But I'm pretty sure that's actually front, as a front desk. Anyway, we're gonna use your computer. Don't worry about it. Alright, it's your receptionist computer. Yeah, how do I use this? How do I use this? Please enter the information you want to search for. Okay, well, how about Ida? Mr. Ida. Can you look up Ida and tell me his address? Yes, please wait. Is this ChatGPT talking to the detective? Or what's going on here? Information found. His home address is not far from here. Why do you say long-term in a hotel then? Yeah, that is strange. Alright, looks like we got our leads. Okay, let's go ahead and do our deductions then. First one. Time to put together all the info I got. I retraced the victim's steps through the bar and hotel. I got witnesses at the bar who saw a man taking a matchbox. Who did the barkeep see on the night of the murder? Two suspicious guesses. That's right, the victim wasn't alone. The barkeep said he was there with someone. Okay. After I got enough info from the bar, I visited the hotel. There, I found the name that most likely belongs to the victim. What is the presumed victim's name? Ida. Yes, the receptionist told me that the man in the coat is called Ida. At the bar, they told me about the man who was there with the victim. How did this potential suspect look? Like a wizard. For some reason, like, he says, like, you know, long beard and a robe. I'm thinking of, like, is it Where's Waldo? Isn't there a wizard in Where's Waldo? I think there is. For some reason, that's what I'm envisioning. Or I'm just crazy, I don't know. The people at the bar told me of a man with a robe and long beard. What I still can't figure out is why Ida was staying at that hotel. Why is it so weird for him to stay there? Because he lives so close by. Yep. His own home is very close to the hotel. Now that I know his address, I'd better go and check his house. Alright. And we enter deduction. Or the new apartment. I scrapped the info that I'm not going to need anymore. Alright. Another achievement for completing the first chapter of the execution of Linchpin. Okay. I think I've been playing for about a little bit over 30 minutes. I think I'm going to end this recording here. I'm not going to do like a full recording of this playthrough. But that being said, I think I will finish this game. I like detective games a lot. And like investigation games. A massive Ace Attorney fan, and so I have been playing a bunch of these like games within the genre, like indie games. So yeah, I will definitely finish this up. trying to think just some thoughts. So far, I've noticed that this is much more in line with like the visual novel side of these type of games. Excuse me, as opposed to like puzzle and figuring stuff out. Like, excuse me again. Sorry. Yeah, the Ace Attorney games. It's definitely like finding evidence and stuff is important, but it's really connecting the evidence with the testimony, and then of course the court. When like Phoenix goes to court, that's kind of the big deal, right? That's when you gotta, fight, if you will, against like the prosecutor. So get your objection and all that stuff. The famous Ace Attorney catchphrase, I guess. So far, right now, though, this seems a lot more just like pretty easy. It starts showing me like where the clues are. And then even with the deductions, that's so far it's nothing crazy, right? It's like, who was the guest, or who was the other man with the man with the coat? Well, I already know. I mean, it's so obvious. It's like the wizard, right? The guy with the robe and long beard, and I just do that, and boom, done. But maybe it gets harder as it goes on. But right now, it's not very hard at all. That being said, I'm interested to see where the story goes, and if this is just like more of a visual novel, that's completely fine. Not every one of these investigation games has to be like quote unquote hardcore like Ace Attorney. But yeah, anyway, I think as I said, I'll end this here and keep playing. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.